Today we're going to be talking about a brand new cruise port opening in Alaska. We've got someone that had to be rescued off of a Carnival ship yesterday, so I'll tell you that whole story. We've got pricing that I want you to take a look at if you are wondering what the pricing for the Eclipse 2026 cruise is going to look like, and a whole lot more exciting things coming out of MSC. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Thursday, it is May 9th of 2024, and let's start at the top talking about that rescue of a young man and his mom off of the Carnival Venezia. So yesterday there was a 12-year-old young man on board the Carnival Venezia who suddenly became critically ill. The medical team made the determination that he needed to be evacuated from the ship as soon as possible. They happened to be sailing about 350 miles off of the coast of North Carolina when that happened, and so a helicopter from the Patrick Space Force Base in Brevard County, Florida there made that journey. It ended up taking 8 hours in total. They had to refuel the helicopter 3 times, but they were able to airlift that young man and his mom to safety to a hospital there in North Carolina. And his mom gave an interview this morning and talked about how smoothly everything went, how grateful she was for it, and that her son is indeed receiving the care that he needs and he's doing well. So just wanted to let you know about that. If you have not been on a cruise before or not aware, when someone becomes ill when they're on a cruise ship, the medical team will weigh all of their options, determine what is the best for the passenger based on their medical situation and where the ship is located, and then they do it to take good care of them. So we'll keep that family in our prayers and hope that young man makes a full recovery. The next item, it's kind of exciting really when you think about it. We've been talking about that Eclipse cruise a lot around here, and I wanted to let you know that I've taken a look at the itineraries that the Sky Princess will be sailing in 2025. Now, if you're new around here, that Eclipse cruise is going to sail on the Sky Princess round trip from Southampton, 14 days, departing on August 8th of 2026. And if you look at the itineraries that the Sky Princess is doing in 2025, there are some similar itineraries. They are 14 days. They go to some of the same ports in that same region. So I feel like when we compare what the cruise fare is between the two, it's going to be reasonably similar. When Princess did their press release about the Eclipse cruise, they said that the cabins were going to start, and it's always based on double occupancy, in the least expensive interior cabin at $21.99. If you look at the sailing that is very similar in August of 2025, that same cabin is $2,000, and I think it was $57 this morning when I looked. And so that just gives you an idea that they're quite similar. It's not even a whole 10% price increase. So if you're wondering what it's going to look like for 2026, take a look at what it's looking like for 2025, and I think it'll give you a pretty good ballpark of what we're looking at. Now, do remember that with the Eclipse cruise that sold out so quickly with the Discovery Princess that we just sailed on in April, the longer that cruise went, the more expensive it became as demand for it became abundantly clear. And so you're going to want to book early, or I'm going to grab group space the quickest I can to secure a price. And so keep all of that in mind. That is going to be a really popular cruise though, so if you know you want to go, or if you just want me to be sure to send you pricing soon after it comes out, send me an email. I'm making a list of people that know they want to go, so the morning of the 23rd I'm going to be ready to book on time right when they open, and I'm going to book all of the people who know they want to go. Then I'll give you a phone call and let you know the details, what cabin I was able to get for you, and if you want a different cabin, we'll just get a different cabin. With Princess, I don't have to have a block of rooms. You can have whatever cabin is available on the ship of the kind that you would like, and it works really nicely. So I'll give you a call. We'll talk about it and go through it before we do the deposit. So let me know if you're someone that you know you want to go, or if you want to be on my list that will be in touch with the pricing. Okay. Also on that morning of the 23rd, I'm going to book Gordon and I, and everyone else that's on my definitely going list, and then I'm going to do my video and I'll let you know how much ours costs. We're going to do a balcony cabin. We don't ever get the package, so I'll just let you know what that looks like, and I could look up a couple of others and let you know that as well. So that's how we're going to do it, but I wanted to let you know because I know a lot of people want to know what that pricing is going to kind of look like. The other thing that's really important to consider when you think if you want to go on that cruise or not is the airfare. Be aware that airfare to Europe is so expensive. It was expensive last year. It is expensive again this year. It has truly been a whole level up in how much it cost since COVID, but 2023, it really jumped from 2022 to 2023, and it's really expensive. We're looking at some summer plans and we keep thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to pay that much airfare for that. And so take a look at the airfare of what it is in 2025, and I would assume that it will be at least that much in 2026. It's hard to know, but it'll at least give you a ballpark on it so you don't book a cruise and then say, well, I didn't know that it would be quite so expensive to fly over there. Now, the next thing I want to let you all know, if you are someone that booked one of the cabins on the Sun Princess, and then Princess came along and introduced the Sanctuary Collection, and the cabin that you booked happens to be in that Sanctuary Collection, when Princess made that announcement, they said you're going to get the perks that go with it, except not the Premier Package, because if you booked before April 23rd, you didn't, like, the Premier Package wasn't included in the price. Now, if you book a Sanctuary Collection April 23rd and after, the Premier Package is included, and believe me, those prices indicate that. And so I do want to let you know that there is a glitch in the system, that if you have one of those cabins booked and you say, well, I want to add the Premier Package or I want to add the Plus Package to my booking, when you go to do it, it says you have the Premier Package. You don't really. That is the thing. Princess said they were not giving that Premier Package to everyone that happened to book before then. So I am really hoping that they fix that glitch sooner so that everybody doesn't have to call and ask to get that done. But be aware that you don't have the Premier Package unless you paid for it when you booked your cruise. So I think that's a really important distinction right there. I'm really excited to see if Princess kicks up their marketing on the Love Boat cruise. We are talking about the Eclipse cruise. They had a whole press release about it, and that chatter is still going on the forums, on the Cruise Critic, on Facebook groups, everywhere. People are still talking about that Eclipse cruise, but they're not talking about the Love Boat cruise. So I am hoping to see a little bit more marketing coming about that Love Boat cruise. If you don't know about it, I'm on the Enchanted Princess, sailing on August 31st for 7 days, round trip from New York City to New England and Canada. The 4 of the original cast members of the Love Boat TV show are going to be on that cruise. The last time Princess did that at the end of October in 2022, it was fantastic. We had the best time. It was absolutely wonderful, and based on what I have heard about the plans going on for that, it's going to be even better this time. Those cruise fares are excellent. It's a good time to go. The Let's Go family is going. We're going to have a really fun time, so join us if you would like to. But just wanted to get the word out a little bit more about that because I feel like that's really being overlooked. When you look at that that cruise on the Princess website, it doesn't even say Love Boat Cruise on it. So people that are looking don't even know how excited they should be for that sailing. Now let's talk for just a minute about Vancouver for just a quick minute. When we think of Alaska, there are a lot of cruises that go one way, northbound or southbound out of Vancouver, and there are some that go round trip out of Vancouver. So here's what you need to know. So in 2020, this year, 2024, Vancouver is expecting a record number of cruise passengers to go through their cruise terminal there, which means they're going to be super duper busy. So when you get there, come prepared in case you have to wait for a little while. Be aware that when you get there, you are going to have to go through passport control because you've entered Canada at that point, and then the ship is going to sail and you're going to enter the United States. You're going to Alaska. So as part of the check-in process there, you're going to do the passport control, and then of course everywhere you have to go through security. I appreciate a Let's Go family member pointing out, and I remembered this last time, that is not a port that you have to dump out your liquids. Some ports, when you go to embark on a cruise, like New Orleans comes to my mind right off, you have to dump out your liquids, your beverages, whether you bought bottles of water with you or you happen to have, as I did, like a bottle of Diet Coke in my bag that I bought at the airport. just you can't go through, but in Vancouver you can. So don't be dumping out your liquids. So if you need a drink, if you're in a long line, you can do that. The other really important thing to remember is that there's a lot of road work. A local, someone that lives there in that region pointed out that there is a lot of road work going on. So add in some extra time to get to the cruise port, whether you're going on an Uber, whether you're taking a taxi, whether you're driving yourself and you're going to park there. Make sure that you add in extra time because of a bunch of road work that's going on. So that's what you need to know about Vancouver, as well as when you sail out of Vancouver, you have to be outside. It's beautiful to go under the bridge, and then as you head through the inside passage, the scenery is spectacular. Spectacular. So don't be inside eating dinner when you're sailing away and getting through there. Be outside until the sun sets. It's really worth it and absolutely beautiful. That's my tip for you right there. Now let's talk a little bit more about Alaska. We have got a whole new cruise port coming online, and I am so excited about this. So the name of the town, I tried to have my phone tell me how to pronounce it. It's Klawock, and a few different things said to pronounce it differently. So I think it's maybe Klawock. But that's my best guess. So anyway, they are going to be opening up, and when you look at the island of Prince of Wales Island, it is on that island on the west hand side, just kind of sits centrally located there. And it ends up that cruise port is about 60 miles as the crow flies, so directly from Ketchikan. The really cool thing about it is it's a small town. There's like 800 residents that live there, and they have made the choice that they want cruise ships to come there. It's a deep water port, which is really nice, so that the large cruise ships can come in and out there without any trouble. And to start off, they are just having a few of the luxury lines coming there. They let me tell you who's going to come. So on May 6th, just this last Monday, the Seabourn Odyssey was there. On Friday, May 17th, the Seven Seas Explorers, Regent Seven Seas, their Explorer ship is going to be there. Oceania Cruises, the Ocean Regatta will also come in June, as well as the Oceania Riviera and Seabourn Quest. But they have got some cruise stops there planned in 2025, and I am really hopeful that by either late 2025 or, well, 2025 I think is too optimistic, but maybe into 2026 and definitely by 2027, we should see some of the cruise lines picking that up, because these cruise lines put together their itineraries a couple of years out. So when a new port becomes available, they've already got things scheduled for a while. So I'm really excited to hear about this new port showing up on some more itineraries. And it's really very nicely situated. They've got one of the largest totem parks in Alaska. They have the oldest hatchery and the first salmon cannery located in Alaska is there. So there's a lot of history. There's a lot of wildlife. They've got the port connected with a bridge to the island, so that it opens up a lot of possibilities for a lot more tours and hikes and places to see wildlife. It sounds like it's going to be a really great addition to things that we can see and do in Alaska. So let me know if you happen to have sailed on any, if you happen to be on a ship that's gone there before, or one of these that is already scheduled to go. I would love to hear from you. If you haven't subscribed to our videos yet, will you please go ahead and click that subscribe button? We're on our way to 25,000 subscribers, just a brief stop on our way to 100,000, and we would like you to be a part of the magic. And also, if you appreciate my updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? Thank you so very much. Okay, let's talk about MSC for just a minute here. I know, it seems like MSC is a cruise line that people either really enjoy or they really don't enjoy it. It doesn't seem like there is tons of middle ground there. People either don't want to go on it again or they're happy to go on it again. So a few things that I want to tell you about it, and I have not written MSC off. I just need a minute when I'm in Florida to go on it. I probably wouldn't make a trip to Florida to go on MSC, but I would really like to add on a cruise when I'm already going to be there for something else. So Emirates Airlines and MSC have had a partnership, and they have just announced that they are going to extend that partnership. And what it does is it makes it so that people who are from Europe and from South America, and bear with me if you're not from there, right now you can go ahead, and they are calling a fly and cruise holiday package, and it really smooths out your travel. You get to fly on Emirates Airlines, and which I will say the flight attendants on Emirates Airlines always look so amazing. I think they have the best uniforms in the industry. They're known for their amazing service. But anyway, they have this fly and cruise package that you can book, and they really smooth everything out. They even have it so that, like, at the end of your cruise, you can do the thing where they take your luggage and you will see it next at your home airport. So they've had this in place. They are extending it, and the thing that is really exciting to me about it is they are working on making that available to passengers from the United States. And so you would be able to fly on Emirates to head over to go to Dubai to get on board the ship. It's the MSC Eureba is the one that is sailing that for the foreseeable future that they have talked about, the winter 2024 2025 season. And the airports that they are looking at adding that from would be New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Atlanta, Miami, Orlando, and Washington, D.C. So it sounds like something really cool is opening up, and they go visit some of the most beautiful places there. They've got like some 7-night cruises that include stops in Doha, Bahrain, Abu Dhabi, and Sir Bani Yas, which is the largest natural island in the United Arab Emirates there, which is known for its just very, very beautiful beaches. And so with that knowledge, let me tell you a little bit about what our Let's Go family member shared with me, who was just on board recently. And to give you an idea, they really enjoy Princess, Norwegian, and MSC. They tried MSC, and here's what they had to say. So they were on the seashore, by the way. And first of all, they said the main dining room food is not very good. I hear that a lot from a lot of people. Mediocre at best. The specialty restaurants were really good, and actually the buffet was better than the main dining room. And he said it seemed like they were actually encouraging people to eat in the buffet rather than the main dining room, which really cuts down on how much crew service you have to have. That's my note. It takes a lot less, crew members to support per passenger when you're dining there in that buffet. And so that's what he had to say about that. Said that the service was okay, but nothing special. Getting a drink in the main dining room took so long that he learned to ask for 2 at a time. And that's a really good approach. I did that on our last cruise on Princess. At the very beginning of the meal, they take your drink order, and it was so much easier to say 2 Diet Cokes, please, rather than trying to catch someone's attention halfway through the meal and ask for another one if I wanted one. Let's see what else. The wait staff seemed overwhelmed most of the time. Seems like they needed to have a little bit more training, he said. The embarkation and debarkation process was absolutely smooth. The ship was beautiful, very modern, very beautiful. The room steward was excellent. I thought it was fun. He said that the beds are nothing like what they have on Princess. With the premium drink package, the selection was very small. For those of you that like to have a good selection of beverages, know that when you get that premium drink package, it's not a huge selection. He did mention that they have Venchi, Venchi, a chocolate shop on board where they made the chocolates just right there. And I've seen that brand in Italy, and it is really good. So it's fun that they had that on board, as well as gelato or ice cream. Said that was good. The entertainment, he said, was not very good at all. The comedy show was the best. The magic show was the best. The production show was okay. So it sounds like he said that the pools and the water slides were good for the kids, but it sounds like if you want to go on MSC, you would probably want to go more to enjoy the ship rather than thinking amazing food or great entertainment or amazing service. It seems like it's just more go and be there kind of thing and enjoy. Of course you can eat, but don't go looking for a foodie experience on board. And bottom line, said he would go on MSC again. So let me know. It's always a fun thing to hear who sailed on MSC, who hasn't, and truly put in the comments what your favorite cruise line is, because just because we talk about Princess here a lot doesn't mean we don't really enjoy the others. We're going on Celebrity in October, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the ship, for the ports that we're going to go to, and I cannot wait to enjoy the Celebrity Silhouette. So I also wanted to let you know tomorrow night, Friday night, we are going to do our live. Every once in a while we do them on a Friday night, so we're going to do one. It'll start at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so bring your questions and come and be ready to have a fun time. As an other programming note, next week we're not going to have any lives, not on Monday and not on Friday. We're going to be visiting our children in Boston, so we'll be doing that rather than a live, but I'll keep putting videos up, keeping you up to date on everything you need to know. So I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. So thank you for joining me here today, and I'll see you all here again tomorrow, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.